Here we go. Actually, before we do, I want to take a quick look. Hey, borderless window by default. Nice. Dash burrow. Burrow is a thing now. Glide the same. Ability wheels. Interesting. They had to change some things around. Wow. Yeah. Ability 1, 2, 3. So apparently these are like mappable. And some. There must be a lot more stuff in this game than there used to be. Interesting that there were just damage values now. I wonder if that's always been a thing. Okay, well, luckily not too much to be concerned about in terms of stuff I'd want to change. I figure I should always give the options menu a glance just in case before we get started. Actually, was there like a subtitles option? I don't think... Well, I guess everything is... There's no actual spoken... No, like, English spoken dialogue, so you wouldn't really need subtitles. They're going to do the actually really excellent... not like Simlish, but, you know, like the fake speech, the pseudo-language. Okay. Let's go. Let's go for real this time. Oh, they've got the very similar save load. I wonder if this is, like, a lot of the... I mean, assuming it's you know, it's still Unity, but I wonder if there's a lot of the same underlying assets and code from the first game, because some of the stuff kind of looked like they I want to say that maybe they had made the decision to make it instead of pre-rendered, maybe it's actually fully 3D this time, because they had to pre-render it to make the lighting look great for a lot of stuff, for the characters and stuff. I wonder if it's still the same. Because, well, we'll see. I was going to say there's a couple gifs I've seen of the game that were like, wow, I wonder if they managed to get the look down in fully 3D for the characters and stuff. Obviously, a lot of the background elements have to be 2D, and it doesn't matter because it's mostly just parallax. We haven't even played the game yet. Let's go. Let's play on normal. What does this mean? Focus more on story. With difficulty modes, I kind of as much as I think this is a great thing that they're doing, that the descriptions are there, and they probably have to make the decisions to say easy, normal, hard, just so that players know what the modes are on a basic level. I kind of wonder sometimes if you would instead of saying easy, normal, hard, they would say like story focus, challenge focus, and balanced or something, you know? I'm gonna nitpick. This is me nitpicking. Also, I love when the title screen is the first scene of the game. And the first interactable moment. Oh, man. Like... Interesting, I can't jump with 100% consistency here. Here I can. Ori looks fantastic. I feel like they must have done something to make Ori look even better. And Ori already... Yeah, Ori has a... Like, I think they have more frames for the turn animation and stuff. Here I can't jump. It's a cinematic decision. Oh, man. And, like, it's crazy looking at this game and going, like... The first game already looked amazing. And we're just getting started, and this game not only looks amazing, but looks better. Like, I feel like there must be some subtle stuff that I can't understand without really staring at it that looks better. And that's hard to do when the first game looked as good as it did. who it is. Oh, you can climb right away. I can't remember how many abilities you had right away to do things like climbing. I don't have anything else. I don't have... This is full 3D. I want to hear the tree say Ori so much. This is so interesting how interactable the game is so early. When the beginning of the first game had such a cinematic beginning. Oh man, this you see the really hefty squash and stretch that they're doing with the jumps. Like the animations are so freaking good in this game. And I'm just saying the first few. I don't even remember. So I don't think in the first game you could even brush up against like bushes and stuff. Man, so it's one of the things that I like about games like this, where the sequel is so similar to the first game in terms of like the basics of the presentation and the interactions and stuff, is when the developer goes in and says, "Okay, how can we just take what we have, keep using what's great, and then do all these extra little things to it." And I can't remember the first game having... some of these extra little fidelity things. Whether it's brushing against background elements and stuff. Maybe it did. Maybe I'm only noticing them for the first time now. A SteamDB unknown app has been found that has a picture of Yakuza 7. Well... I will just put money towards that, even if I don't get around to playing it for a while. That is definitely going to be good. How do I get up? I guess maybe I have to go to the right. Oh. There we go. Oh. You can do it. A single feather from your mother was capable of great feats of flight and gliding. You'll be fine. There you go. Yeah, almost. Damn, this game is smooth. Oh no, you want me... Or grubs. Grubs are fine. Oh my god, this game looks so freaking good. And it's not, there's no, like, for this visual fidelity as well. Like a lot of games will have a little bit of hitching, but this isn't dropping a beat. Like not even micro stutters, not as far as I can tell. Here we go. Yeah, might get a little tired, but oh. Aw. I wonder if something has caused Q to be weak and like frail like that. Oh, if you try to walk to the left, you look to the right. That's awesome. I love little tweaks like that. That's such a good idea. It's so subtle. There's so many things about the way they handle these games, the first and the second one, and this one, that are just so great. Like just little touches that are like, this is such a detail-oriented developer, Moon Studios. I'm guessing it's still Moon Studios. Also, definitely 3D for sure. I'm surprised they got it looking so good. Was the first game on the original 360, or was it on PS3, or was it all on? I thought it was all on Xbox One and PS4, or no, just Xbox One and Steam, I think. Oh, cool. You'll fly at some point. We'll figure it out. Damn, this game has like such. They've done something like somewhere between like the way that they handle the convergence of 2D and 3D elements, or the way that they their color grading, or maybe it's like the way that their depth of field works, or something. It's just like the visual quality of this game is freaking ridiculous. The how artfully the glows are done, like so many like random basic things are done so freaking well in this game. Forgot this game. You got this game on your backlog. It is. I'm just starting and I'm already like, wow, just like the quality of the art, the quality of the presentation, the characters, the interactions. I literally just started. I'm still like blown away. Like it's like experiencing the first game all over again. Where the first game is just like, man, how does a game look this good, play this good, have such good like, interaction details, visual details. They're setting up the story in a very smooth way. And like even moments like this where you're kind of just chilling. I'm curious what's next. Yeah, I heard the first game they were a little bit worried about being too combat focused, and I've seen some trailer material where Ori actually does have like attacks and abilities, more than just having a that be a secondary thing, and traversal being the primary way of getting through the game. Also, Mud, I'm for Streets of Rage 4. We can look towards the earliest convenient time for me is going to be later in the week or the weekend to start. Regarding, considering your schedule seems to be nighttime, pretty much any day from like Thursday on, any night Thursday on is good to me, or any time on the weekend to start it. It might not even be that long of a game. Oh no, do we have to like Do we have to undo what we did earlier with Kuro? It does. That's cool. I was just thinking to try that. I didn't think that would actually work. Oh man, like the jump flourish that Ori has is awesome. Nice. It's cool that we get to revisit some abilities. Like so early too. Something about combat? No, yeah, I heard that they were worried about, with the first game about, so it was something like they were worried about focusing on combat in the first game, and they decided to have it be more secondary and to instead just rely mostly on your traversal stuff. But some of the trailer stuff seemed to indicate that Ori had like more combat abilities. I'm not opposed to that. I mean, if they spent all this time thinking about it and decided it was the right thing to do, and with the quality of what they've done with the first game, I can't imagine it being bad. Hey, Lewis. I wonder if there's something that empowered Kuro that would allow Ku to have full feathers. What about the other one? Oh! Q was missing only one. Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought, I wasn't sure what to... I only saw the one wing. Oh, huh. And they have definitely got the, notice even on Ku, there's like really well done stretch on the animations. That must be maybe that's part of why they decided to go 3D. I mean, if they can achieve it and make it look as good as the 2D stuff, it gives them a lot more options. So, but I remember the beginning of the first game kind of set it in that direction. In this one, they're embracing a bit more whimsy. That is a crazy background. These are some of the places we visited before. Damn, man, like looking at this freaking looking at this game in action, it's like this. It's this. The thing that gets me is that like this is the same fidelity of like a lot of like I can't help but think of like a Ghibli movie or something. It kind of has the same effects looking at it, like especially with like the increased production values of the cutscenes. When you first see Cuphead, oh no. You know how when you first see Cuphead and you can't brain it? You know, you're looking, god damn, this game looks so freaking good. Cuphead, I had difficulty playing Cuphead only because of how good it looked. And this is gonna be one of those games that maybe I'll struggle in a similar way, because look at the scene, it's amazing, it's ridiculous. I only expected roughly what they had in the first game, and I would have been more than satisfied. But this is overwhelmingly ridiculous. Just the quality of what they put together visually. Yeah, Cuphead had a particular. It was styled to basically the character limbs, especially. Damn, this game looks so freaking good. Oh, that's not a good idea. That was quick. But the thing about Cuphead, and I felt the same. I felt the same. Interesting that they put you on the rope. That's actually really good. They allow you to kind of like notice that this is a thing. You'll have to avoid that sort of stuff early on without a harsh penalty. The Cuphead was it was difficult to play because I couldn't get over the fact that I was controlling a cartoon. Like, my brain couldn't separate out that I should actually be doing something and not just watching it. And, Ori, the first game was already amazing looking, and now it's gonna be one of those things where I'm gonna have to probably maybe stop every while or so. Okay, alright. I'm gonna stop every while or so just to take it all in. Ooh, I can get that one back there. Yeah, the funny thing, so Cuphead, like, I'm normally really pretty good at running gun shooters, and Cuphead on a basic level, like, if it didn't look as good, I would say it's not like the epitome of difficulty or whatever. Oh no, I can't get in. Oh, I can. Hey, Gore. Yeah, like there's some, and not only that, not only are there so many like layers to the visual presentation, in terms of not only like foreground and background elements, but just like the amount of things that are just there, at all, but it all works together. It's not noisy. Like, I can pretty clearly see where I want to be, for the most part. And that's a difficult thing to do, like drawing the lines between foreground and background clearly enough for a player to play it. It's not. That's the thing. It's not just a work of art in terms of the aesthetic sense. It's a work of art in the functional sense, which is like it's very rare for games to hit that many marks. So remember how I said a while back where like I typically don't really score games, but if I want to say how I think about a game, it'll be basically two things: how clean the execution is, as well as did they achieve everything I think they set out to do. Which is why I think like Super Metroid is one of those, like, if you had a tier list, not maybe a score list, but like which games did everything they set out to do and did it extremely well. Super Metroid, Super Hydora, Contra 4, Ori the Blind Forest. I'm getting the same vibe from this game. I would say Subnautica it might be like a smidgen below that tier, but it's still. I'd have to go back and think about Subnautica because it's so like it definitely did so many things so right. Hollow Knight absolutely is on that tier. Cuphead is on that tier. Is it a score? I don't know. Did I ever play a Final Fantasy 13? No, I didn't even play 12. I'm not a big fan of the MMO style combat from 12, and I heard 13 was a bit linear, and I didn't give it a shot. And 14, I'm not a big fan of MMOs overall, so not that it's bad, but in fact, I hear it's actually doing really well. But I've seen people play 14, and they look pretty solid. I think I've gotten a little stingy with what games I'm willing to give a shot on, and 13 might have been perfectly fine. But with some of the time, sometimes I feel like I have a very limited amount of time to play games that I'm interested in, so I tend to just like pick the ones that I think are a surefire bet, good or bad. That I'll definitely enjoy in some way. Assault Android Cactus is another game I put on the top tier of the quality of their execution, and did they set out what did they do what they set out to do. Monolith is another one. There's bunches. I would say there's probably a pretty long list of stuff that I consider to be in that category. Yakuza 0, I think, even though there's some stuff I don't personally like about it, like I think the Catfight Club is kind of lame, I think they did two things. Their execution was really amazingly good, and they did everything they set out to do. Even if there's things that I don't like stylistically in some games. Press X to get a torch. I had to remember it's Microsoft X. Why don't you gonna have Cuphead on your Switch and did so? Yeah, I need to grab that. I don't even know if I have it on Switch. I think I might have bought it just in case I was able to get in on any local co-op stuff. Which nowadays is not even. Let alone the fact that all like the majority of my friends are, by far the majority of my friends are remote. With the COVID stuff, just not happening. Yeah, Yakuza 0 is like the master of using their assets. They're probably the other games too. Yeah, Mud, I have it on. My primary system for that is Steam. Oh, you have like a. Oh wow, you flat out have like from the get-go you have a initial combo of melee. Orientation for that is so good. Energy orbs. You don't have an up combo. Okay, so even with fire I can't do anything there. With these I can, yeah. Is that right? Yeah. Man, the music for this game is so good. I love the style for this game. The music style for this game is just so good. Will you talk? Squirk, who are you now? Not a Moki, clearly. Not even from Nilan, are you? I visited most lands near and far, and not seen your kind. Coming more across the water, maybe? Well, whatever you are, I'm Tok, a wanderer in these parts. The better parts, at least. Taking shelter from that storm myself. But if you're thinking of going for it, you'll have to get through that spirit gate over there. You'll need 2 keystones. I happen to have one in my bag. And there's another in the cave to the west. But acquiring it is a job for someone more nimble than myself. What do you say? So, oh, it's funny looking at the change in, So, one thing that you would see, you probably are most familiar with it, maybe if you had seen Sagat, or even, who else? What's the name of that dude? The dude who wears Maximum on his pants in Street Fighter. How am I forgetting it was DJ? Or, you know, demonstrated in, with Gil in Street Fighter 3, where the characters, like, depending on their character facing, they'd be using they'd be using the other leg, or the eye patch for Sagat will be on the other side, or, you know, Maximum would clearly... Maximum was chosen because it was symmetrical, for DJ's pants, or, for Gil, part of the reason why he's red and blue is because he turned around and they actually had the sprite for the other side. And it's interesting seeing Tok adopt basically the mirrored pose with the other limb to maintain, I guess, his silhouette and presentation. But, you know, you're doing it in 3D, so you can't just rotate the model or have the character turn around. You literally have to go, oh, I'm putting up my other arm. Yeah, that was the, what was it, CPS2 or CPS3, one of the innovations is that they just had more, maybe it was more RAM, or whatever it was. Guess I could just make that jump anyways. Maybe they had enough CPU to handle the swap. I don't know what limitation they actually... It was some sort of limitation that they didn't have with the new with their later arcade games. It's actually, I really like how you have a bit of airtime when you're attacking like that. That was something that every game that gives it to you, I love. Especially, certain games do really well with it, like Guacamelee is built around that. Hey noob. Jump onto the Lumos. Oh, you've got like... Oh wow. Is there a... Yeah, there's an animation specific to that. They're not just rotating the model and making them run. Well, they could be reusing the climb animation. Or no, they can't, because if they did, maybe all of maybe Ori's ears and tail and whatnot are like physics driven to a partial degree, because if they just rotated the model, then the when you're on a wall, the tail wouldn't droop down. Or maybe they have a system like I gotta get the torch out. Or I don't have the torch anymore because when the wall I jumped in the water. That's cool. So one of the things I'm always interested in is whenever games give you like you get an ability, right? So one of the games I can think of right off the bat that does this, that has to consider this, is Environmental Station Alpha. So whenever you have the ability to get like items and abilities that typically have infinite use and would otherwise stick with you, is how do you create systems where you're able to take them away at will, and it makes sense, so that you have more control over the level of challenge and interactions that are presented to the player. With this game, something as simple as the torch being doused and having to get rid of it works extremely well. It makes sense. It allows them to vary up the challenge, and you're not permanently upgraded, or especially even early on. Especially like, let's say for example, they want to give you a taste of a combat scenario, but they don't want to. They don't want you to have it at all times or so early. You could do things like that, and it makes perfect sense. It doesn't feel super arbitrary. Environmental Station Alpha, as much as I like the game, and I would say I would give it a very high mark on my sort of like tier list of like how well executed it is, and how much of what they wanted to achieve did they get. There's a section where the developer specifically had admitted that that sort of decision had to be made, where they wanted a way to take away some of the superpowered upgrades that you could have, but then the way they do it is that you have an area that punishes you for using it, and you have to turn off those upgrades rather than losing them. And I definitely like the systems like what we have with the torch here more than that. So there's our keystone. You getting old Mario Sonic water level flashbacks for preventing you from using abilities that you normally have, or do you mean just from the aesthetic? Or all right, I have no comment whatsoever right now. Almost back. Ah, you're back. And is that a keystone I see? Also, I gotta call it out. I definitely feel like I have this mental idea in my head that like the concept of having NPCs in this, like, and maybe the idea of introducing combat at all in a real way in this game. I would love to know if that was more an internal decision, or it was inspired by games handling it well, like Hollow Knight, moving in normal abilities, like Mario was alright, Sonic down. The drowning music was right. I don't know if I consider that to be removing abilities. Here's one more for your trouble. I am ever a bird of my word. Now I can continue my wanderings through Niwen's lost wonders before we lose any more. And you can carry on with whatever it is you're doing. Good luck. Their music is really well balanced against their stingers. Let's hope I can get to the very top before bumping into that guy. Ooh, okay. Alright, we got some foreshadowing. We have some shadowy foreshadowings. Oh, I gotta figure out where that's, Well, I guess to the right. Let's chase some danger. Yeah, I was about to say, here's where the gate was. I don't remember there being an animation for putting in the keystones. Yeah, noob. Just literally getting started just now. Guess not, but you might be mixing up old Mario's and Mario Maker levels, thinking how you lose jumping and mobility as the level. I mean, swimming is I would, in my head, is more of a modal change, but, you know, like for example, switching between, you know, how your movement works. And you could always throw fireballs and stuff in water as well. But for example, having to be small Mario in order to traverse into an area, and putting like a little damage piece, that's more a Mario Maker thing. Not much of a Mario, regular Mario thing. Ooh, okay. That is a nasty looking wolf. We have a... Okay. You rude bastard. Oh. Oh my god, that health bar. There's lucky I'm not on fire though. You're coming back later, are you? That's what's happening. Oh, and I lost my. I must have broke the torch there. Fan Hollow Knight. I think this game took. I'm feeling that already, and that's definitely not a bad thing. Damn, like look at the perspective on this, like, and the fact that like the lighting is so good here too. Just like the small stuff in this game. You don't expect there to be such a giant leap up from the first game. The devs went a bit angry. Oh no. They're you know, like, that sucks. I mean, like, people can see it's not a, I don't think it's a problem to see similarities. Oh, that's probably not the best. Oh no, is Hal? But how? Maybe Hal was that? I didn't see there was a nameplate. Yeah, I got nothing. They're definitely their own thing, and I you know, think would plow through it in the quarantine. Well, I mean. I would have been able to stream more, even just the fact that I don't have commute times, even if I'm still working. But my mood has definitely been not super great in the quarantine. Plus, my mood goes up and down anyway. Sometimes I'm just not feeling it. Do you think the defense is because people were saying the way people were saying it? I don't know. I think it could be possible that it might be possible that they independently came to the conclusions that they had, and they're, you know, well, everyone has that. If you come to a conclusion and somebody tries to attribute it to some external influence, it feels like you're taking away your accomplishment in succeeding to make a decision that you feel is better for what you plan to do. So I can understand that. Yeah. Ooh. That looks... I don't remember this looking that good. These little... I think these are upgrade trees, right? we a double jump? Or not? Something else. Ooh. So I wonder if they're maybe if they're the descendants of what Ori is, or basically the like less they're less attuned to whatever power Ori is attuned to. And yeah, noob. So not only in the previous game were they already the absolute top of this type of presentation, and then they went that much further. Like you can tell it is a bunch of really, like, Moon Studios is a bunch of like former Microsoft AAA devs. I think from different studios. And it shows, like, and that's part of why I think they're able to produce a game like this with such ridiculous consistency from every aspect. That, like, there's certain sort of like detail and follow through and grunt work things that it's very difficult to get out of a lot of indie studios, as well as out of a lot of AAA studios even. And you could tell these people are the cream of the crop. These people are ridiculously talented at doing this type of work. That's also, you know, if this is still Unity, which I think it probably is, maybe it's not, but if it still is Unity, look at all the other people working with Unity, and there's so few that can get something of this level of fidelity, especially in a 2D game. You know, these people are really, really good at the quality of the interactions, the presentation of the UI, getting the. Is that more inclined to the hardware dollar? You can throw hardware at anything and make it still would look like crap. This is regardless of the quality of the hardware. I mean, their target is probably still PS4, Xbox One tier of hardware. They're probably somewhat limited in that respect. But I think in some ways Unity has matured. Like the engine has probably gotten a little bit more usable. But the studio already started extremely talented, and they've further refined what they had in the first game. I almost kind of feel like the first game was almost like foundational. I wouldn't be surprised if they hit that level of fidelity, but kept the scope relatively low, and then realized, like, oh well, if we took what we learned in our pre-existing technology from the first game, with the improvements in Unity, and just kept going. I'm definitely feeling that in this game. Spirit Edge, I guess, is our new. I use the light. We want to see. I should have read the rest of this stuff, but I was so bewildered by how good these scenes look and how good this game looks. Oh, you have a full-on down attack. Ori has a bit more of a voice when attacking. cool to see some of the pre-existing enemies return. A little more refined, I think. A little differently just tuned, I think, in how they work. I want to grab that energy. Oh, I guess I can't. I guess I'm already full. Also, did that have a spin, or what was going on there? Hold on, let me do that again. Yeah, the downstrike. I guess I can do it here too. No, so it's not like a full-on like plunge dive kick type of thing. Oops. Magnet, Beast Spirit Shark, Oars Float. Or you from further away. Okay. Okay. Alright. Now, they can't be too upset with some of the comparisons people are going to make. It's not like I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like it's fine if you more good is not bad. It doesn't matter how if you're the first to do something well or you're also doing well. Light listens to you. You must be a spirit after all. We Moki thought all the spirits had gone from the UN. You seek someone, we know we'll find her. Go to the Guardian of the Marsh. Qualluck will help you find your way. Okay. Only thing I could suggest so far is that the text doesn't last quite as long as I would like. Talk to Qualluck, Guardian of the Marsh. Moki think he can help you find Ku. Yeah, it's possible that maybe some players have been saying flat out rip off or something, and that's just rude. Oh jeez, contact damage from that dude is insane. Oh, you can bounce. You can. I don't know if you'd ever be able to double jump off of that, but you get a bit more height when you do that. But yeah, I would hate to foster the idea of I would hate to foster the idea that like one game being similar to another is bad, or that like one being first or second to executing on like whether it's whether it's a movement. Combat presentation idea, ability idea, whatever. I would hate to foster the idea that there we go. Oh, I had it too. I would hate to foster that, two games having similar elements for any reason, and if they're both good and well executed, oh no, what's the problem? As much as I wanted to choose that. That's actually kind of similar to in Bloodstained's Ritual of the Night. Bloodstained has like shoe or boot weapons, and you could basically do a series of rekkas in midair and use them to extend out your jump. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. This game is a huge upgrade from the first game so far, from what I'm seeing. And on top of that, it was already at the top of its game. You know, in terms of like, I don't really rate games on a comparative level to one game to another. I don't even really consider scores to be appropriate for games, but there's basically two criteria that I think of whenever I think of how good I think a game might be, and there's basically two things: how solid is the execution on what they have, and how much of what I think they set out to do did they achieve. And both Hollow Knight and the first Ori, and so far this one, both are at the absolute top. There is no higher ranking or higher evaluation I could possibly give. Yeah, I really should look at the map. They're reminding me that I should pay attention. Seems like I could go over there. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. I would hate for there to be such strict and required deliberate competition between games for when even games in this with similar controls in the same genre don't really deserve that. A good game doesn't preclude you from enjoying another good game. I mean, the only case when that really matters is, there is the unfortunate case of basically, like, if you don't have infinite time, and especially if you're strapped for cash, which is kind of a scenario that a lot of people are in right now. If you're forced to pick between one or the other, I think that's the only time when it ever really matters. Yeah, can I go in here? No, okay. But even if that comparison starts to feel necessary, I don't want to make it. Besides, like, that would be like a flip a coin moment for me, and that would be more like a I'm looking forward to whichever one I play first. I'm looking forward to the next route in games so that I can pick up the other ones still in my backlog. There's plenty of games I haven't gotten around to or finished or whatever. Do I really need to go up here? Wow, I can make this, huh? That doesn't feel like something I should have been able to do. Oh. Whatever. Yeah, noob, I'll figure it out. I may not be the most observant person in the world, but I come around eventually. The funny thing, speaking of the exact conversation and backlog, it was literally this. So speaking of the exact conversation of which games to play, and backloggy, and even if you wanted to go so far as to start discussing between Ori and Hollow Knight, I actually had started the Hollow Knight DLC and I didn't finish it, and the only reason why is I got to Path of Pain after beating a particular a particular super boss, I guess, and all of its phases. And my hands hurt for like a week, and I didn't like. It's one of those things where I almost kind of feel like dropping the momentum can make it difficult to keep going. But it doesn't mean that doesn't mean that Hollow Knight's bad. That means that I took on the most challenging content that DLC might even offer. You know? Ooh, you don't get the second bounce. It's not perpetual. I will eventually go back to Hollow Knight and finish up the DLC, especially before Silksong. Because Silksong is going to be great. The small bit I've seen so far, I saw something trailer-wise or something, some amount of gameplay or something. I can't even remember too well what I was looking at. But it definitely looked really solid. I saw something, I don't remember what. If you weren't making guides, you'd be done with the game at this point. Last DLC is so tough. I wish my creative juices were flowing a bit stronger, or more specifically, my motivation to produce content. Because there's some stuff I want to do. Even for like Animal Crossing, there's a small amount of content I want to do for Animal Crossing. That's like a video or two at most, very short, to cover some stuff that doesn't seem to be covered anywhere else, and just haven't had the energy for it. Wait, oh, send one of these. Oh. Not enough weight. Playable demo at Nintendo for Silksong. Oh jeez, just jump right into it. So absent-minded sometimes with that. These guys come out of everywhere. The light from the wells runs all through me when it joins its heels. These are back. Few maps of the demo. It would be cool if I could stream the demo for Silksong. Not only would it be cool to check it out, see how it's doing so far, but also as to be fair, there's a selfish reason that I'd like to. It'd be nice to get it on YouTube. Hey, Sin. Ooh, these are back. These little laser dudes. I need to come back to this. Nice to see new people in chat, because I've been doing a poor job, I feel like, of kind of getting the stream out there. I wonder if I can just weigh this down in some way. Maybe I need more than one. I wonder why I'm able to move this one in particular. I wonder if maybe I'm able to move the, maybe there's a lever I missed. I bet at some point I'll be able to push this rock down through that area. Yeah, so that one I don't know how to get to really easy. So one thing I've noticed, I'll have to see if I can demonstrate that a little better, but yeah, whenever you hit it, whenever you hit something with the spirit blade thing, you leave a short little trail on some of the terrain, a little slice mark. I feel like I should be able to make that. I'm barely unable to do it though. Yeah, noob. The funny thing is, I realized how dependent I was on Dark Souls for making, for getting anybody to my Twitch. It's because YouTube, like Dark Souls YouTube is such a strong presence that, people, like most people, just found my channel through that. And then, when I had a lot of viewership on Twitch, it was Dark Souls 2. That's kind of why I really want to get. I want to get some more stuff on YouTube, just so that people come in for some content that's relevant to them and recent. Then they're like, oh, this person has a lot of VODs in their channel. Oh, they're a streamer. Let's check out their Twitch. Oh, did I literally pass this earlier and I'm so dumb that I didn't even notice? I'm the best. Watch it be double jump or something. Oh my god, it is. See the graphics mod they made for it? I saw some of it. Somebody was retweeting it. Or 6 to 1s? Oh, I've seen some abilities like this before where it, you don't lose your grip anymore. Yeah. I have a habit, like I tend to with the double jump in the first game and with this one as well. I've been getting into the habit of just like mashing jump for how good the animation looks, even if I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing. Like Ori has such amazingly nice looking whimsical jump animations, and there's so many different animations you go through as well. Some of them are contextual, some are just like to break up the repetition. Here we go. And that's where I needed that stone. Oh, I should have checked to see if my double jump replenishes when I do the when I hit an enemy. Oh yeah, so I forgot to point out, so the first game I'm pretty sure had this as well. Another one of their attention to detail things is you have a slight coyote jump on top of your double jump. It's a lot shorter as far as you can tell in this game. Yeah. No, it's actually pretty big. Never mind. The window for it. But like, there's some things that I look at that I consider to be like a mark of a good platformer, and coyote jumps are one of those things. It's just like one of those feel-good things that just never feels bad to have. You never don't want it. You know, I'm actually gonna take off the sticky hands. That is the shard that I'm not don't quite need. They gave a really subtle, really subtle, sort of like a subtle voice to Ori. More so than the sort of like chirps from before. So you know how games like, especially Ocarina Link and Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass, Zelda, Link is very vocal. He just always is so loud and wah wah this and that, gonna shout, and I feel like this is like a great balance of like the characters like jump and attack sounds where they're there but they're not overwhelming. You know, they're more like another reinforcement that something's happening, more so than the character just screaming all the time. Like, subtlety, especially when it comes to, like, the types of stuff that I like, subtlety will get you everywhere. Yeah, yeah. Everything, one of the things that this game does so well is that so much stuff works very well together. Stuff doesn't really stick out like a sore thumb. It's fun for the map. Yeah, okay. Well, there's one more of these upgrades here. Oh, right there, okay. Do I... Oh wow, what the hell? A, this is cool to look at, but B, wow. Look at all the random other stuff that lights up. Oh, those are like your health and energy. Oh man, that presentation is awesome. I wonder what all this extra stuff's all about. I don't even know what all this is about. That's cool. So it's interesting because they don't tell you what it is, but it's something for you to find and to populate, and they show that it's available to, like, you could figure out a chunk of what you're maxing out, but there's still a lot of, like, it's a something, it is not a definite thing. The exception of some deliberate stuff like a health and energy. And the shards. Ooh, they even tell you exactly how far to half-screen away. So one thing I noticed earlier, while I was sort of trying to get my head together, I think I was making dinner or something. I was watching. No, I guess it was eating dinner. I don't know. Matthew Matosis has been doing more videos recently. I'm about to die. Has been doing more videos recently. Didn't want to take any risks there. But Matthew Matosis always has interesting views on on the games that he covers. And there was some discussion, like comparisons between what he thinks that Axiom Verge did right versus Environmental Station Alpha. But then also he's sort of pointing out of like sort of an overview of the Souls games in general. Wow, we're picking these up quick, are we? Or no, this is the one I just came from. Wow, I'm bad. It was interesting to see Matthew Matos's views on Bloodborne, because I think I echo like every sentiment. Guess we're going up then. Usually Bloodborne, especially from a lot of people who do videos, gets sort of unlimited praise, and it was interesting to see a lot of discussion that basically covered my concerns with the game. The exception of the frame rate. That wasn't covered. But most FromSoft games on the consoles that they start on run pretty rough anyways. So that's almost a given. That's almost not even worth discussing. It was the reason why, it was like the initial reason why I had so much struggle to enjoy Bloodborne. Oh, I can just open this, right? Because, you know, Bloodborne just, it couldn't keep 25 FPS. I honestly feel like, I don't think it's the case, but man, even the liquid in this game looks better than it used to. I don't know how soon I should go through this and how soon I should continue. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I always kind of have that sort of like a... You ever kind of feel when you're playing games where you have branching paths and both paths look equally viable? You still can't figure out, you can't find a metric for, I mean, that's such a common thing, such an analysis paralysis thing. But, I feel like I should be, like, in being able to identify, that it's a thing, I feel like I should do a better job of I should do a better job of handling, analysis paralysis. No, Bloodborne doesn't even keep 30 FPS consistently. It drops. I would say it drops below. It drops to 20 here and there as well. Clear to like sell, nice. I've said repeatedly, and I think I still stand by it. If Bloodborne ran at 60 FPS, I would give it another shot. I mean, Bloodborne is clearly designed around a high frame rate. I still struggle to understand why why their gameplay is the way it was when it doesn't work at a low frame rate. I mean, everything, you know, a lot of game development is just about compromises. Just in the same way that game design is an exercise in abstraction, You figure out what limited set of things that the player can do is satisfying. And what things are presented to the player, because you can't give them everything. Noob, I thought you played Bloodborne. I thought you were, I guess maybe some people playing through it aren't so keenly aware. I think for me, after playing Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 2 running so freaking well on PC, it ran admirably on Xbox as well. It's somewhat chugged along on it's somewhat chugged along on PS3, and then on the next gen consoles, it was fine. I can talk to them. Are you a spirit? Then tremble, spirit. You stand before both the brave. It is not very convincing, I know, but I am brave, or I would be with a trophy. Trophy like a house skull, or just a fang. That's too heavy. Never caught huge. Did you play on a PS4 Pro? No. I don't think the Pro was out when you played Bloodborne. Did you, I don't know. It just ran really bad. I still have the footage to look at. But man, it chugged. On top of, like, the regular issues. You never saw it pull up, like, are you... Really? I guess it never got as bad as Blighttown, because Blighttown on PS3 would drop down to, like, 15. But it never kept 30. It never kept, and that was even Dark Souls 3 Dark Souls 1 on PS3 and Demon Souls also tended to stutter under 30. Demon Souls was actually pretty good about keeping a decent frame rate when it mattered, more than Dark Souls 1 did. I heard the Howler fighting to the east. Maybe it dropped one? I hope I can just pick one up. Well, I have something better than a torch. Although maybe, considering that it didn't seem to like fire. Okay, I gotta just rely on double jumping here. But in Bloodborne, it had like massive issues early on as well. Like, and I don't even think they fixed it. There was a problem for the longest time where the camera got too close to a fog gate, it would just shit the bed. I like how the captions have self-censored me. It's probably good that I don't enunciate as well as I should. Oh, there. Okay. Well, you know what? It can't be as simple as that. I bet the Howl is going to show up now. They wouldn't let me get away with just getting something for free, would they? Keep an eye on the background. As they pull the camera back and get ready, it's totally happening. Right? I mean, it could be. Maybe it could be so innocent as the Howl's not going to show up. They could subvert that expectation. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe. Or they're waiting. Oh no! Are they going to get attacked by the Howl later on then? The speculation. After the Horizon Zero Dawn port to PC, and you're hopeful Bloodborne would someday come to PC. Do you think that they're connected? Do you think that those are somehow is like one dependent on the other? Is it something maybe like Sony might get more confidence about Japan studio games coming to PC? Oh, a real Hal thing. None will doubt of the brave now. This is for you. I am brave, but I'm also generous. Door like ore. You found some ore. A clever craftsman should use this to repair structures. You see the Sony making that choice if it does well. Engraver. I guess I could see that. And it is, Sony does own the IP, so maybe. Wasn't am I wrong in my memory that that The Last of Us had a PC port or something? Didn't something happen to The Last of Us? Some sort of port? Was it just a PS4 port when it was previously PS3 or something? What happened there? Something happens to The Last of Us that I felt like was noteworthy, port-wise. I don't recognize this. It's like a different type of tree for your powers. Generate. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, we'll put it on the same. We'll put it on that button then. We'll put it on the same button that the other ability that should be from that as of currently unnamed game also has a button that generates. I'm not even trying to be like. I'm not trying to say anything negative. I just think it's funny that anybody would get upset. The comparisons are definitely apt, but they're not unwanted. I literally have lost track of where I'm going. Oh, well, we can go see. I'm not actually sure. Well. Oh, I don't even know who you are.
Nanush.
Greetings, traveler. I am Lupo, mapmaker extraordinaire. I see. Quite the storm to pass through. Made my maps a little soggy. So I'll give you half off. Agreed? After all, rumor has it you're looking for friends, and what's better for finding things than a map? Care to purchase a map of these fine fens for 50 spirit light? Sure. Much obliged. The big ass map. Okay. And we're just getting started. This is like, if they have so many maps that they have a merchant for maps, there must be an enormous amount of game here. Wow. What does it work? How does it work? Oh, that's cool. You can't spend it. You can't spend it unless you need it. That's a nice touch. I'm always a fan of games doing stuff like that. Prevent the player from sabotaging themselves. Okay, I should probably pay attention to the map here. I don't know if this is something I haven't touched yet. Well, this is, there's plenty for me to meander around. These are back. So one thing that they would have had to do, even with the enemies and the creatures that are back, and maybe they're reusing the models, but now they're all 3D, or they're new, one way or another. They have to do a lot of additional stuff now. They have to do like hit reacts and stuff that they normally wouldn't have. Well, before I do that, I don't know which I feel is more appropriate here. Let me go ahead and open that. Oh, another thing that I want to point out is that every game handles this a bit differently. Whenever you can, Oh, that's actually even smarter, too. Okay, so every game does this a bit differently. Whenever you have the ability to move around surfaces and the direction changes, especially with like climbing abilities and stuff, and moving around in arcs like this. So if you, for example, go left to right, and then you hit left, it doesn't go down. If you hold down, it takes to the very bottom and stops. If you get away from a flat bottom portion and you hit up, it takes you up, even though right would also do it. And getting this type of interaction to be intuitive, to where you can just as easily say, I hold all the way to the right, or once I'm not like vertical, I can go all the way to the left again, without having to go like right to down to right to up. Making that feel good. And in fact, there's going to be a point where if I hold right, it's it may not necessarily take me the entire way up or whatever it is, or if I hold up or down, you have different behaviors depending on when you release it or if you keep holding it. Getting that interaction right is so many games miss that, but this feels great. Also, while I'm looking at it, the detail on all of the foliage here is awesome. The reason why I point this particular type of interaction out, is because you see similar things happen in games where, let's say, for example, going from here to here is a camera change. So, for example, it might be a side view, and then switch to it might rotate the camera 90 degrees so you're looking behind Dory. In some games, you'll go like this, it switches the camera, you're still holding to the right, and then you start going forward. But if you release, you have to hit forward in order to move the rest of the way. There's a game that did that really poorly, and that's Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Resilience. I'll take it. That's fine. A lot of the, I swear it must have been the Final Fantasy games that did this. The Final Fantasy games would also do you hold to the right camera change, and even if right no longer applies, so long as you don't release off the direction you were on, you keep going, which is important to keep the continuity, the input continuity as you're moving. Lords of Shadow, you would be in the middle of a jump, the camera would change, and your character would drop flat because the direction that the controls corresponded to has changed because of the camera. Lords of Shadow did that mid-jump, and a couple places where right below you was an instant death pit. So every little thing like that, where the relative action or direction from your input changes mid-action, keeping what you were previously doing going until you change your input is so important, and I'm so glad that this game does it right. What that is? I have no idea what this is. I kind of hear some sound like there's a something here. Yep. Or no. Was I already here before? I think I was. Let's go to the right. I know I'm missing at least one upgrade or two, but we can come back later. Backgrounds, and they're pulling out too. They're good at this. Come to see the view? Splendid, isn't it? The wellspring in all her magnificence. Whole generation of Moki have come and gone since the old mill's wheels last turned. And they say in the present library. Oh no! Could that can't be? Oh. What's Shriek doing all the way out here? I was wondering if maybe that was a weird disfigured Kuro, but maybe not. Something must have stirred her from her roost. Some threat, perhaps? Or, oh, I wonder if Shriek is the malformed, childless version of Kuro. Maybe I'm reading into this too much. Don't say it. Don't spoil it. Not you, surely. You look harmless. We should fix that. Luckily for you, I just have to be a weapon master. Well, I've got some more for you. Interested in honing your skills? I can offer a deal on your first purchase only, so choose wisely. Oh, another little detail thing. So, I played games that don't do this, and only one Souls game that I can remember did do this inherently without any extra inputs. When you're making decisions for your character, like Diablo did this really well. Diablo 2 did. The rest of them, I'm not sure. But they basically move the camera to the side so you can see your character, and it's usually most important when you're making like clothing or equipment changes and you want to see them on your character. They'd keep the gamer camera running but move it off to the side. I've played some games that don't do that, and it sucks because you have to like change your equipment and then kill the menus and then if you don't like it, go back and then repeat. And I always hate that. The games when they like, there's a lot of games that don't really have a paper doll system for their UI, and the easiest solution is just that the UI is always going to be like a frontal layer anyways. So why not just like have the game camera offset to the side so you can see things? In this particular case, it only really matters because as far as it could tell so far, it's only really showing just your character at the shop. And I don't think Ori's probably not going to get armor. I would like visual armor or a weapon in hand at all times that you can look at for aesthetic reasons. But I like little touches like this. Every little thing like this. There's no formal score, but it's always a +1 in my book. Spawn a spirit orb that attacks for you. That losing our friends in the last game, that's going to be a little bit sad. No powerful spirit of light uses a large amount of energy. Through a star that returns you nearby enemies on fire. I'm kind of thinking either the star, the smash might be a nice, might break terrain though. I think I'm gonna choose star, or I don't know. Smash seems kind of fun. I'm gonna choose star because it sounds gonna be fun. Make the most of your new skill. The next swoop comes so cheaply. You care to put your skills to the test? Though there's a spirit shrine nearby. This is the place for you to prove your mettle. Our paths will cross again. Till then, keep your blade at the ready and an eye in the sky. And this awesome background. So one thing I was going to say about... so what button is this? B. Oh, it's nothing yet. Oh, you have metal blade style directions. Nice. Cool. Okay, that's awesome. Regarding backgrounds and getting the quality of depth of field to look good, one of the first games that I played that had like depth of field to any real degree in a 3D game was a game called Robo Blitz, which was one of the first, I guess, Unreal 3 games or something. And it was a very nice. I think it was actually procedural as well. It was a really nice looking game, and it had some cool concepts, and it was neat and novel and unique. Their depth of field was so low res. It was like blur on a super pixelated image, and it flickered a lot. And really clear, high res depth of field. Now that we're seeing that a lot in games, I appreciate that for having seen the chunkiest version that has existed in the past. I should give that another shot, I think. What? Oh, that's cool. I love that animation. Okay. I didn't know. I thought that was just another platform. That's awesome. I want to see more of that. Oh, geez. You can whip that. That's cool. I like how responsive they make that, too. Get dunked. We saw Moki where the little owl fell, near the home we left behind. Silent woods. Scary woods. Behind him a water intake. No! Jerp, thanks for reminding me. Koala is kind, Koala can help. Oh, it's another one of Toke's people? Oh, it is Toke. The gaze of the great Koalak emits only the worthy. Or so the legend says. Of course, this isn't Koalak. It's just a statue. Come to think of it, it doesn't have any eyes either. How's it supposed to gaze at anything? Some legend. Ah. We could fix this. Maybe not. They got that stereotypical Disney kind of like things are about to get oppressive. Wasn't about to trust that blob of stuff. I don't know what that's all about. Huh. Huh. Well. Oh, did I get this one already? Probably not. No, I don't think I did. Oh, we got ourselves a bow, did we? Wonder how much this costs. Also, Spirit Arc makes you wonder if this is closer to the original ability that you get. Oh no, it's that's cool. Okay. So I guess if you wanted to go really ham with the range stuff, you could probably make a build around it. Well, I don't know. Let's see. You'd probably still be a little bit at a. Energy's still at a premium for now. Oh, I see what you want me to do. Okay. I gotcha. Wait a second, did it flicker when I pulled? Hold on a sec. It did. Or no, I guess it... Is that confirming my aim is gonna hit? I think so, yeah. Oh, damn it. Alright, get me out of the mess. Trying to get a feel for what I want to do positionally, like where do I want to be right now? I'm feeling bits and pieces of like potential secrets out here. Oh, I guess I could have just shot at that. Oh, I missed my window. And you're allowed to do so much stuff, like really, really quickly mid-jump. There's like the responsiveness of this game is crazy. And an egg? An ice stone. Oh, right, for our big stone deity. Even with the additional combat stuff that they've added, the game still feels so ridiculously acrobatic. That's one of the things that made this game feel so unique. Because, like, if you wanted to make the comparison between Hollow Knight and this game in terms of, like, what the feel differences, this game feels much more oriented around sort of the acrobatic kind of, like, very fanciful jump and platforming kind of stuff. For Hollow Knight, I felt kind of more... It's a lot more deliberate in terms of your movement is very intentional for things like... very strict positioning for attacks and for platforming, and then like a lot of that being very combat favorable. I wonder what I did there. Ori's always had this very, like, extremely good feel to the movement. Everything just feels so much flourish and whimsy to it. You know what I think I've done? I think I've unlocked, I can't remember what the name of it was, but there was that ability that you could use to, like, reflect projectiles and jump off of them. I think I just need to get that, and I don't have that yet. I need to go up. I need to go up and to the right, and I'll have those stones, and I can talk to our statue friend. So there's one thing that they removed that I'm curious about. What I'm like, so you know, I had the ability to make a bunch of like really rapid save points. I'm wondering what the how the game has been tuned in response to that. Not having it. Alright, let's go dig inside and grab ourselves a revelation. Oh. Guess this is cold. Twilum, okay. Ooh, the glowing stranger my customers speak of with such awe. Tell me, is it unusual for your kind to fall from the sky? Is it usual? Not unusual. I have met many curiosities in my travels, after all. Oh yes, some fall, some fly, some prowl, some slither. But all are customers, you see? Just customers who want spirit shards. Ooh, that's a scary one. Swap back some life and energy, okay. Bonus damage, that's cool. To the enemy types. %10 chance to deal 50% bonus damage. Hella crits. Ah, you met the Feathered Traveler. Not yet a customer, no. He doesn't quite agree with my way of appreciating such ancient temples. Appreciating, yeah. You're a thief. But what a waste it would be, leaving my dazzling shards to lie, useless and forgotten. Even so, I grow weary of the hunt. Perhaps I will find some place to set up a proper shop. Some place less dank. Blaze it. Less dank. Okay, that's interesting. Full screen? Great distance away. Okay. Oh. Okay, alright. Traps are here. As soon as I get to the next place where I can reasonably, save, I'm gonna go ahead and, call it, because it is getting kind of late. For a work night, anyways. I'm totally cheesing this. I shouldn't be able to get up here. You're a spirit, yes? I have seen your ghost? No, it is true. There's a place where the ghost spirits run and play. I tried to race them once, but I'm not so fast. Regarding save points, the game feels much better, more natural now. Oops. Didn't realize I could jump that quick. I wanted to... I just did something and I don't know what I hit, but I hit something. I guess this is fine, I can just do that. What was I gonna say? I wonder if the level design is built more around having more distant save opportunities, like less just checkpointing everywhere. Or if you just autosave wherever you left off. Like if I were to quit now, would it be a save and quit exactly where I left off? What do you have to say? Why are the ghost spirits in such a hurry? Where are they going? They're all that is left of the old spirits now. I hope they do not leave too. So Noob, I'm pretty glad that I'm generally remembering and reacclimating to the mechanics of this game without too much trouble. It's not liquid water. don't know what happened here. Oops, I'm gonna take damage from that. Something moved. I didn't see what, though. Well, we're gambling here. I'm so glad that everything plays and feels as well as the first game. Interesting though, normally I play these games with D-pad, but with the having a ranged weapon that has analog gaming, I'm inclined to switch to the analog stick for everything, or switch back and forth maybe. Oh, that's cool. I like how they're using this. Oh, it comes back on its own. Okay. Perfect. Ooh, careful. Where can we put this to use? I think there might be like a whole other layer of puzzling here that I'm missing. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, it's gonna be something relating to this guy probably. Oh, I wonder if I can reset this then. Wait. Oh, well, it's a bit of a setback. Yeah, Hollow Knight, for some of the difficult fights in that game. I have to play Hollow Knight with D-pad. I feel like Ori is a bit friendlier to analog stick. I don't know how to explain it. Something like feel about it is different. There we go. Everything is so well, like all the new stuff, so well integrated into the game already. Nothing feels superfluous, which is really nice. Almost ran off. Gotta be a little bit careful. They have some really hefty, friendly auto aim or something. Playing with a stick controller? Oh, not a arcade stick. Just a PS4 controller, but I'm using the analog sticks. Oh, right. Oh, right. That Splody snail. Okay. Oh, that was a mistake. Wait, what does this actually lead to, though? That's the... I'm missing something that opens these up. Oh, there was this this upgrade I didn't get. Well, not really upgrade. It's for more resource. Spirit bunny. Here we go. This is probably that way back. Yeah. Damn, some of these backgrounds are freaking ridiculous. Or just really all of them. I'm just paying attention sometimes and sometimes I'm not. I'm looking forward to mixing up mixing in both the bow and the throwing star. I don't think I got anything useful from here. Not yet. I missed the pole there. Alright. Our map maker friend's still here.
Nanush.
Hello there. Welcome to Quelloc's Hollow.
Oh, Uji,
Here we are in the domain of the Great Quelloc, Guardian of the Marsh. Thanks to his care, why, things have hardly changed around here since the decay came. Care to purchase a map? Oh, yep, I'll buy it. Much obliged. Oh yeah, this is a big map. Oh, and there's a save upward if we go up, okay. Alright, Lupo, I'll be back. Be back later. Oh, that pushed me back to... Okay. I did it to myself. Alright, a little further out and I can save. And then we'll call it for tonight. It's getting late. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, did I literally miss the ability to open that up earlier when I got up here? I think maybe I did. Or no, it's where it was. I wonder if you get, like, corrupted abilities or anything, and there's, like, corrupted, doors and stuff. Can somebody tell me flat out, does the game leave off where, at a checkpoint or something if you quit out, or do you have to find a save point? Feel free to tell me flat out, because it is getting kind of late. I'm not seeing another save point for Miles. Is there a legend? Or no, you could just select them. Shrine stands in Inkwater Marsh. Maybe it's just a regular save shrine. Oops. Saves often automatically on quit. Wonder if it just keeps your exact position or what. Alright, noob. Have a good one. Hold on. Okay, I wasn't sure what they did with the jump animation when you, when you leap off of these poles. I think so. I'm not sure if it's just that you always have... Some of your jumps are always a little bit, have a bit of jump variety. Yeah, like that. Some of them are like turned into the jump. Oh, you could do a handstand, you could do the Mario thing. That's what it is. Yeah, I don't have a way to... I don't immediately know a way to get in there. Well, I'd have to go to the right, I guess. Yeah, I can't go down. But I can't go to the right either. Not yet. Okay, let me see if it even flat out tells you it's a save and quit. In the main menu. Okay, well, we'll pop it back in then, see what they give you. Quick access. Okay, this is pretty... This is exactly where I left off. At least, progress-wise. So in that case, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and call it. And I'll be resuming this sometime later.